Good evening, and what can I tell you? As looters filled the streets and buildings burned, Daryl Gates thought to himself, am I pretty? Do people like me? Well, they caught the 4 guys who beat up that truck driver. The police are doing a great job, and the charges are going to stick, too, because they have the whole thing on videotape. And a nervous George Bush turned to children in South Central Los Angeles to reiterate that the White House is black-owned. After weeks of harsh criticism, George Bush played his trump card. Sick of everybody picking on me. Don't quit it. Blammo, President Quayle. Oh, I lack that impressionist chromosome, don't I? Presidential hopeless Pat Buchanan, still on the campaign trail this week, emphatically stated that it's not the quality of a man's character that's important, but the size of the flag he stands in front of. I got 4 words for you. We will win. Okay, now, the blue ones make you happy, the pink ones make you sleepy. Gorbachev was in L.A. this week. Here we see him meeting with a member of the Rodney King jury. Gorbachev and Reagan came out of the closet this week. Here we see them holding hands while Stone Nancy looks on. Am not R2, am not R2. I'm rubber, you should have been wearing one. Everything you say about me bounces off me and inseminates you. Got some little, what was that? I hear you? That's so cute. I've got a hook! I've got a hook! I've got a hook! I hear you. Thank you. All right. 10,000 angry Muscovite doctors gathered at Mensa Square this week to demand, quote, better working conditions and better salaries. The sign in the background clearly states their position. It reads, we want better working conditions and better salaries. I don't hear you. I just get a connection with the audience. I come up with the jivest joke in the history of the planet Earth. In this week's Filipino elections, a supporter of Imelda Marcos collapsed of exhaustion after voting for her 1,597 times. We're back again, huh? This is like the Johnny Lee Charlene Tilton marriage, on, off, but there's always that passion. Last week, Alessandra Mussolini, the granddaughter of the World War II fascist dictator Benito Mussolini, was elected to Parliament. On the bright side, she beat out both Barbara Stalin and Debbie Hitler. Yeah. Afghani fans gather to read the poster announcing the New Kurds on the Block Mideastern tour. Yeah. So they loaded up the tank and moved to Kabul. Afghanistan, that is. War and rebels, goat herds. A proud Masayuki Kuni can barely hold back the tears upon being named Mr. Osaka. Kuni wowed him during the talent competition by playing I Will Survive on the Glockenspiel. Actor Jim Varney from Ernest Goes to Camp dresses in drag for his upcoming film, Boring, the Joanne Worley story, out this fall. Jim, I think what America really is waiting for is Ernest Goes Flatline, okay? Frustrated by repeated snubs from the Cannes Film Board, Spike Lee is teaming up with Jerry Lewis on a new project entitled The Nutty Oppressor. Edgar Martinez of the Seattle Mariners attempted to steal second base on strike one, but was tagged out on 2 balls. Four America's Cup winners gathered around the America's Cup trophy in San Diego. Later, they were presented with the people who were least affected by the LA riots trophy. Here we see fisherman Lee Frank, who was heartbroken last week after realizing he had just caught the incredible Mr. Limpet. Citizens of Tokyo were terrified last week when sumo star Konoshiki took to the streets in search of more food. And finally, this week at the Indy time trials, Mario Andretti was overheard telling his son, "It's 500 miles. If you have to go to the bathroom, go now." Guess what, folks? That's the news, and I am
From Los Angeles, live on tape, it's the Dennis Miller Show. Tonight, Jon Lovitz. Musical guest, Concrete Blonde. Actor, Crispin Glover. This portion of the Dennis Miller Show is brought to you by Dorm Dishwashing Liquid. It takes grease out of your way.
Where's my boys? Where's my boys up there with that I Hear You thing? Who did that? I love that, man. Who's doing it? It's like my own little... they're like the Pips, you know. Come up here. Let's do some Pip thing. Come on, man. Let's go. Even on a midnight train to Georgia, and then you guys step out and say, "We hear you." Right. Okay? Right. Get behind me. 1 second. Leaving on a midnight train to Georgia.
We hear ya.
I'd rather live with his world than without him in mine.
We hear ya.
All right, the Pips, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, Dennis.
Nicky, what?
I want to congratulate you.
What's up, Ben?
You've kept the language clean for 3 days. I'm very proud of you, and you've earned your 3-day chip.
Aw, no.
Congratulations, Nicky. You hang that on you? Well done.
Thank you. Nicky,
Well done.
bye. Remember, kids, the first thing to overcoming a swearing problem is admitting you have a problem. What is this? This is a Kruger ad. I feel like Sammy. Nick, what the hell's going on over there?
I really miss those old-time science fiction series we used to watch when we were young.
Like Vibrator Head Man?
Women love me. I don't know why. Anyway, I'm so excited because we found a brand new cereal. It's called the Humornauts.
Well, let's roll it. The
It's just about
Humornauts.
to begin. Watch your monitors.
Okay.
First, there was the biosphere. But they got bored. Somebody cut off a finger or something. But man remained undaunted. On a large lot in San Simeon, he built the Humosphere, a completely self-contained environment in which he would toil relentlessly for the yet undiscovered comedy of tomorrow. The brave men and women inside the Humosphere, the Humornauts, have but one mission: to find new sources of humor on a cold and unforgiving planet, Earth!
Humornauts, 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 Humornauts!
When we last left the Humornauts, Captain Bleb and Lieutenant Paella were on the verge of a momentous discovery. Have you come up with the punchline of that joke yet?
I got it narrowed down to two choices. It's either good pig like that, you don't eat all at once, or, oh my God, then what did I do with my pen?
I don't get that last one, Paella.
Well, Captain Bleb, the pen joke's the old switcheroo.
Now, I hate to break in, but there appears to be a giant bomb approaching the humor sphere, you know. What I'm trying to say.
I don't know what that was all about, but, sitting around like this, two men together, plumbing the depths of comedy.
Plumbing the depths. I feel like we're expanding the perimeters of comedy, Captain.
You know, I hate to be a pain, but I can see it now. You know, it's a big gray thing. You know, the white knob at the end. You know, pretty sure it's a bomb.
I should really get that speaker fixed. Where are Nichols and May? Those two idiots.
Sector 25 with the professor.
Well, I hope he's all right. He took a pretty nasty kick in the groin during exercise this morning. Meanwhile, in Sector 25...
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
Knock, knock.
Is there a point to this?
Well, I don't know. Play along. Maybe we'll find something here.
Okay.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Oh, I bruised my testicles.
Aren't you glad I didn't say banana again?
Oh, that is one. It was with the weight. I'll get it. Yes?
Hey, to sound like a broken record, but it's a pretty big bomb, you know.
I still don't get it. Just where is the pen?
If he's got his rectal thermometer behind his ear, then the pen is up his
Sleeve?
Fiery stream coming out of it now.
Tune in next week for the next exciting chapter of The Humornauts!
The Humornauts!
Humornauts!
Humornauts, everybody! Humornauts!
Humornauts!
All right, my first guest was nominated for 2 Emmy Awards for his work on... Watch that big bastard coming out. Oh! The Brute Gun.
Might have to grab that ship, baby.
Sometimes you'll fall off this non-swearing bandwagon, but you get right back up on that horse, mister.
We'll take it one guest at a time.
The Brute Gun. Now I smell like Brute. All right. Everybody was kung fu fighting. My first guest was nominated for 2 Emmy Awards for his work on Saturday Night Live, and truly, in all the years I worked there, he is the funniest comedic actor I ever worked with. He has a new special called the Jon Lovitz Special, which airs live on Fox at 9:30 p.m. Please welcome Jon Lovitz. Lovitz!
Time you touch me, it's lower and to the left.
Oh! Not that much lower.
Well, when you're big, you're big.
Stop it now. Hey, now tell me about... I love the name of this special. Tell me this special.
Yeah, it's called the Please Watch the Jon Lovitz Special. Please.
So you're going right for the core there. You're just going to make the out.
Just be honest and ask, you know. And it's the show is created by Alan Zweibel and myself. And he was one of the original writers on Saturday Night Live.
You wrote Rosanna Dennis, right?
Yeah, I wrote that with Gilda and worked with John Belushi a lot, and created the Gary Shandling Show with Gary. And now this. You know. he's always referring to me as his typist, but I like to think I had something to do with the show.
Well, I love the idea of the show because it fits your talents perfectly. Tell them what it is. It's like a little play.
Yeah,
right?
it's different. Yeah, it's like a live show, and it's going to be broadcast live from the Aquarius Theater. And what it is, it's like a one-act play.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm in front of the curtain, I'm funny as myself, funnier than now. And then, you know,
I hope not much.
No, another self. and then when I'm behind the curtain, I'm a character in the play. And the play's called The Tragedy of Johnny Lewis. It's about a baseball player in the 1954 World Series on the New York Giants. And we have Mel Allen's doing the announcing. We have a lot of guest stars: Ed O'Neill, Alex Rocco, Robert Glay.
I don't know Robert. Well, who is Robert Glay? Well, I'm not putting him down. I'm just asking. Who is he?
Robert Goulet?
Oh, Goulet. I think he said Robert Glay.
No, I did say Glay.
It's that brute. It's rotting my brain, I think.
No, I probably did say Glay. It's my speech. But anyway, and it's real different, and, you know, hopefully people like it. And,
yeah.
You know, the funny thing is everyone says, well, aren't you taking a big gamble doing this show? All the reporters. I'm like, yeah, like if it doesn't go well, there's going to be a hit on me from the mafia, you know, I'm dead. But I don't know.
So the mafia will kill you?
Yeah, if it doesn't go well. Yeah, they're always saying there's a big gamble.
Mm-hmm.
But the truth is that, well, when I saw you do your show, and I thought, well, gave me a lot of courage to go ahead and try it on my own. I wasn't thinking, no, I did. I'm not thinking, well, if Dennis can do it, I can. It wasn't that. I was thinking, well, if Dennis is doing it, maybe I should, you know.
Well, I want to talk more about it, but right now I have to go for a commercial break. Jon Lovitz, folks. We'll be right back. Nick Yade. All right. We're back with Johnny the Liar Lovitz. You know, when I knew that character was funny, I remember the first time I introduced you on Weekend Update, you did the liar, Tommy Flanagan. And I had saw it on the card, and I said, ladies and gentlemen, the president of Pathological Liars Anonymous, Tommy Flanagan. And then you came up to me after and you said, you missed the joke, and which I had, that he's so compulsive that he can't even call Flanagan Flanagan. He has to call it Flanagan.
Yeah.
That just kills me.
Actually,
well, that's such a quirky little take. I didn't even see it. I just thought, boy, this cat is whacked, man.
It's a touch of genius.
Yeah. Remember, we flew in on the plane together for our first audition. I remember we were talking for like a half an hour, and then later both of us told each other that we both thought, oh, God, this idiot doesn't have a chance.
Well, the funny part was you were wearing a hat, and so was Damon Wayans. There were the three of us on the plane, and I remember thinking, oh, Dennis must be wearing a hat because he's bald. And Damon has all his hair, and then he took the hats off, and it was the other way around.
So it flipped you out.
It flipped me out, but actually, when you audition, I mean, it helped me. I watched you audition. You've helped me a lot more than you think.
So I'm taking the first step for you on everything in your life, okay?
Yeah, kind of.
All right,
well,
I'm going to go visit a clothes store tomorrow, all right? Now,
Jealousy rears its ugly head.
He's my bud. He's my bud. You can dress like Sergeant Bilko if you want. Now, the film...
Okay, babe, yeah.
Tell me about the baseball film, man. What are you playing this? Did you do a riff on Eddie Spinoza?
Yeah, well, it's called A League of Their Own, and it was directed by Penny Marshall. It's coming out July 1st, and so Tom Hanks and Gina Davis, Lori Petty, Madonna, and the guys that wrote it... Yes, I am Madonna. Thank you. And the guys who wrote it, Lowell Gans and Babu Mandel, Penny Marshall asked them to write a part for me, and they based it on Eddie Spinoza. They wrote Parenthood and Splash, City Slickers, so they're great writers. So they based it on Eddie Spinoza.
Who's your gangster?
Yeah, the gangster character. Like, he's on the phone to his mother, like, from the 40s. And he has syphilis of the brain, so he's a little crazy. So he goes like, oh, my. Yeah, it's me, Eddie. Eddie Spinoza. Your son. S-P-I-M-O-Z-O. Yeah, I'm all right. Well, as good as I can be after almost being bumped off by his best friend. Thanks for the tip. Now, listen, Ma, I don't got much time, so listen like you never listened before. Doll facing me, you're getting married. Yeah, tonight. 8 o'clock! Our Father Rigliano coming over the house about 7:45. All right, I gotta go. Yeah. Well, why'd you stick your hand in it if it was boiling? All right, I gotta go. Yeah. What? Oh, all right. Happy birthday. Yeah, you can have a piece of cake. Now, I gotta go. What? No, you cannot have a piece with a rose on it. The rose is for me, I tell you, the rose is for me. I gotta be me.
Down there.
7 years ago, it killed.
You know what my favorite Eddie Spamoza line is when you looked at Victoria that night and said she was trying to sing on the show, and you said, you couldn't sing if you had Billie Holiday stuck in your throat. That's the best. You gonna stick around now? We got Crispin coming out later. You wanna hang out with Crispin?
Sure, I'll hang out.
You know who's coming up next?
Me?
No.
Who?
We got Concrete Blonde. Yeah. We'll be right back, right after this, folks, with Concrete Blonde. Yeah.
This portion of the Dennis Miller Show is brought to you by Bud Light. Everything else is just a light.
You ready for the blonde, man?
Yeah, Ben.
My next guests are a rock trio originally from Los Angeles, currently enjoying success with their fourth album, Walking in London. Tonight, they're joined by Cheap Trick member Tom Peterson performing Someday. Here's Concrete Blonde.
1, 2, 3, 4. Say it's been too hard. Say it's been too long. Say it's all too much. The thrill has long been gone. But I thought I could, and I thought you could. Yeah, I thought we could too. But it's a wasted time with the years behind our pile of pie. But never mind, it's time to crash and burn on fly. But I thought I could, yes, I thought I could, and I thought you could too. Go to sleep now, go on dream away. Is it easy? Is it, baby? And I hope, and I dream, and I pray that sometime we'll find our way. Some say easy come, some say easy go. Say time flies by too fast, say it drags on too slow. You know, I thought I could, yes, I thought you could, and I thought you could too. But if you never find the heart to start all over again, remember I was one who tried to be a friend to you. Well, you know I tried. Yeah, you know I tried. Yeah, and I know you tried to. Go to sleep now. Go on, dream away. Is it easy? Is it, baby? And I hope, and I dream, and I pray that the time will find
later. We'll be right back with Crispin Glover right after this. Thank you, guys. All right, thank you. Welcome back. Next week, my guests will include Ron Howard, Drew Barrymore, Patty Davis, comedian comedian Jeff Cesario. I'm Chevy Chase, and you're not. And musical appearances by Southside Johnny and King's X. You know, Friday night is Jokes from Tom Baumgartner night, but Tom has disappeared. Well, that was inspired on my part to ask you to stay out here, all right? Wait, I'm setting up a comedic bit here, okay? Don't make me give you a twister. Last week, you read the damn thing then.
Thank you. You know, last week, Tom's dog died. So now it's time for the search for Tom Baumgartner.
We hear ya! Search for Tom. Tom Baumgartner. Search for Tom today.
I picked up Tom's scent at a local watering hole. Oh, yeah. He came in for a cold frosty, told a weird joke, and left as usual. I haven't seen him since. Oh, yeah. Forget Tom. How about this? Jokes from Tim, jokes from Tim. Tim Baumgartner. Oh, yeah. Hey, forget Tom. Let's go check out the dumpster at McDonald's. Garbage. Oh, yeah.
Search for Tom, search for Tom, search for Tom. Tom Baumgartner. Search for Tom today.
All right. What happened? Too many dogs. All right, this is a good show for my next guest. He is an accomplished poet, author, songwriter, as well as actor. You know him best as George McFly in Back to the Future, but I would think somebody as eclectic as this gentleman should be known for more than that. I know him as his new film, Reuben and Ed, opens soon. Please welcome Crispin Glover.
Good evening. What it is and how it is done by Crispin Glover. Introduction. A few years ago, a very few years ago, this happened. But I confused it with this. So, I would ask questions. And I found myself in unknown locations. I made specific gestures to make myself absolutely clear. But some of these situations that I found myself in became violent. I can be seen standing in the center with the bandage around my head. This led me to recall my childhood and how I would stretch myself and ask questions like, who is being brushed? Now, I've been visiting with the seal at the dock. And I think about when I will have a daughter. And how beautiful she will be. And she will know what it is. And how it is done. Thank you.
Jon Lovitz. Thanks, Crispin.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love that.
Thank you.
I loved it. Yeah, I had this funny image of you doing that at the Grand Ole Opry. Just like to see that front row. So how are you, buddy?
Very well, thank you.
Now you're opening for Henry Rollins in concert?
Well, we were talking about it. Unfortunately, I have visuals. We weren't able to work it out, but we're planning on doing that. He does readings, and I'm planning on doing some readings with him at a point soon here.
Oh, I think that would be a nice energy together because Henry's completely out.
Yeah, he's great. I really want to do that.
It'd be a nice balance because you have that bit of a tremor in your voice when you do it, and Henry's just like a volcano.
Yes.
I think it'd be fun to see those two.
Yeah, I think that would work
buttressed up against each other. I want to talk to you about Ruben and Ed,
right?
The new film, but we have to take a break.
Okay.
We'll talk more. We'll be right back with Danny Glover. Crispin! We're back. Crispin Glover, Mr. Lovitz. All right, tell me a little bit about Ruben and Ed, your new film.
Well, it's about these two fellows who get lost in the desert, trying to bury a frozen cat, and I play Reuben Farr, who has a peculiar look to him, kind of. Well, I guess you'll see in the clip actually, but it opens this weekend, and I hope people go out.
Who's your compatriot in the cat burial?
It's Howard Hessman. Howard Hessman's Ed, and then Karen Black is in it as well.
Now, how far into the desert do you go to bury the cat?
We go all the way in.
So the cat then would no longer be frozen at that point.
Well, it starts to thaw during the middle of the film.
Your Honor, you'll see where I'm going with this cross-examination. All right, so we have a clip of it, and we'll get to see the Reuben Farr look.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
My cat can eat a whole watermelon.
Now, Johnny, maybe it's just my roots, babe, but I'm getting a Toonces Garth thing there, huh?
Well, the look of it was something I'd had years and years back before doing a Back to the Future. There's this.
Sorry.
I had gotten this look together for an audition for something, and then I ended up getting Back to the Future. So I had this look with these tall pump shoes and a bell-bottom flared pants and that look there. And I went into my girlfriend's apartment, and I really scared her, and she didn't know who I was. And then I showed it to my friend Trent, and he didn't know who I was. And until I started laughing, I said, well, this would be a good person to make a good film about. And he said, well, okay. And so he wrote it.
But
this was years ago.
If you can get through that with your girl, you know there's a commitment there.
I guess, yeah. I guess so. We broke up, but...
But now, did you write the film, or you?
No. My friend Trent Harris, he wrote it and directed it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we had done another film years back at the AFI called The Orkley Kid, where I played a guy who dressed up as Olivia Newton-John when he's by himself and wants to get into show business, and that was a really good film.
Let's get physical alone. And now you seem to be a Renaissance man here, Crispin. I follow your career from afar. I find your writings and that interesting. I saw the Rat book, and I found that.
Yeah, I've got Rat Cat. I've published 3 of them: Rat Catching, Oakmont, and Concrete Inspection. And I'm having a book signing tomorrow at Big and Tall Books on Beverly Boulevard. And then
there's a bookstore called Big and Tall Books.
Yeah.
I love.
And then another
picture books for our vice president.
And then another book signing on the 13th. I'm having another.
Sign him up, Crispin.
Another
karate kick to the head. All right.
But
hey, listen.
I'm having another book signing on the 13th in New York at Tower Books.
All right, you're a visionary. You shouldn't remember this many dates. You got to remember, you're an eclectic.
Okay.
You're an ethereal creature that we all live through cathartically. You should not know your schedule that well. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now, hey, I'd like you to come back some night and fill like a 8 or 10 minutes with something like that.
Great.
Because I think there's something about the inescapability of that piece that I enjoy.
Okay,
so
good.
I'd just like to be in it and know that I'm in it for a while.
Well, I have some long books.
All right, man. Bring it back here. Crispin Glover, we'll be right back with Concrete Blonde.
This portion of the Dennis Miller Show is brought to you by VCR Plus. Life should be so simple.
Stuff. All right. All right. Nice. You know, every time we have a great band, then we get a nice energy in the room. I'd like to thank my guest Johnny Lovitz. It's 9:30 Fox Sunday. Crispin Glover, the 1990 hit Joe Concrete Blonde, folks. Joey. Sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4.